We are going fast indeed. Hello, welcome back to some more Higurashi. We're starting off the second art in the middle of the first art we're doing. Anyways, we're currently playing as Atasaka, Daddy POV. It's like watching Matsuri Bayashi, but Atasaka's POV going to Hinamizawa. Actually, no, that was more Minadoroshi. Anyways, hopefully they have a good trip. Obviously, they're gonna bump into like Oishi first and meet the Dane. Then Atasaka's gonna stay, hopefully. Still waiting for the Tomoe tie-in, though. I feel like that'll be pretty fun. Anyways, let's get right into this. I don't know why I just put a mint in my mouth as soon as we started recording. It's whatever. Let Miyuki enjoy her trip. Dude, I used to love car trips. Now, I mean, I don't hate it. I just like listen to the music or whatever, but I remember when everything was exciting as a kid. Miyuki was staring at the flowing scenery out the window and waving her arms and legs while sitting in the passenger seat. At least for the moment, the seatbelt she was wearing kept her from running around inside the car or getting into other misbehavior, but I wasn't confident on how much longer that would last. Don't fall out. Don't stick your head out and cause a hereditary moment. Hey, it's natural. Going fast, not too fast, but wind blowing in your face from an open window, usually open air, or usually over air conditioning for me personally. What? Okay, that's the fucking kindergarten teacher who taught her that, like, it's getting steamy in here. Dude, this teacher's insane. If my daughter was telling me this, I would actually complain to the school. Why the fuck is a kindergarten riding with their teacher on a motorcycle? Does she? Doesn't she have like a van? I don't think she ends up with a bike, does she? Bishoujo Rider. Sorry. I'm having serious concerns about our future. And who does this Morita-sensei think he is breathing these ridiculous ideas into a child? That's not the problem, bro. A kindergartner was on a motorcycle. That's insane. Maybe that's normal in Japan, though. Not judging much. Be it as it may, I could picture Miyuki all grown up, her blonde hair waving, she keeps it short, but about as she skillfully maneuvered a large motorcycle, with a patrol car chasing after her from behind, Atasaka in the patrol car. It was only my imagination, but it was enough to send a tremble down my back. He's loving it, dude. On the other hand, that adorably pitiful reaction filled my heart and had the corners of my eyes heating up. So I turned to face directly forward and tightly gripped the wheel to avoid causing an accident. Smart. Back in the day when you couldn't just look that shit up on your phone. Yuki had said that with a wry smile as Miyuki and I set out. Oh, okay, so that is actually kind of weird. She was actually going with Miyuki to check the place out before booking it. I mean, I guess that's a good way to made sure it's good, but it's kind of odd. Especially since it's like far away, But since I was fixated on making this rare family trip as authentic as possible, I decided to make a day trip and go check our destination out. I might actually be the one most excited about it. However, it was an unexpected but happy development that Miyuki decided to come with me, even though we were just going there and back. Something beeped? Oh, Hinamizawa sign. Or Otonomiya sign, probably. Just then, as I was looking down the highway, I noticed a familiar name written on a sign there. Come to think of it, we're pretty close to that town. The place I visited 5 years ago, and the place where I met... I was trying to say Rika, but Obishi too.
Nah, Miyuki. ちょっと寄り道をしてもいいかな?
Detour. Yo, I want to see the Miyuki and Rika interaction. It'd be great.
寄り道？どこに？
沖宮って町なんだ。パパの知り合いにちょっとだけ挨
He
拶
meant
しておきたいと思ってね。
I honestly thought he was thinking about Rika. That's good. They are kind of bros, even though they only met once. Strong friendship energy. After getting off the highway, I was navigating the roads entirely by old memories. But it wasn't too difficult, so I found my way to Otonomiya police station in under an hour. That's good, not a bad thing. That could be both good and bad, but I guess under an hour means good. I stopped in the visitor parking lot, then grabbed Miyuki by the hand to help her out. And then, after giving my name to the person at the front desk, I started to ask where I could find Oishi-san. But that moment I heard a strong, familiar voice calling out to me, Akasaka-san! Akasaka-san? Oh.
おやおやひょっとして赤坂さんですか
The boys are back in town.
何年ぶりでしょう
Literally years.
大石さん、本当にご無沙汰しておりました。お変わりなく何よりです。
Oishi celebrated our reunion by giving me a firm pat on the shoulder and squeezing his hand tight.
お変わりなくなんてひどいですな。最近リンゴダイエットっての始めましてね。
What's the apple diet? Apple for lunch?
ちょいと体重が絞れてきたつもりだったんですがね。そういう赤坂さんはこれはまた見違えるくらいにたくましくなったじゃないですか。
He should be a karate master already.
この程度には鍛えてないと体が持ちませんので。
頼もしい返事ですな。
I feel happy, man.
そちらがひょっとして
Oishi suddenly turned toward Miyuki, who was timidly standing next to me, then got on his knees and looked directly at her. Upon seeing that, she hid behind my back, looking startled.
こら、みゆき。ちゃんとご挨拶しなさい。
He's too intimidating. She squeezed at the hem of my shirt while gawking at Oishi-san with a dubious expression. This man's sussy. She's not normally this shy. What's going on?
すみません。いつもはこうじゃないんですが。
She was like that when meeting Oishi before, I think, in Himitsubushi.
いいんですよ。おじさん顔が怖いからな。よかったらお名前を聞いてもいいですか
He does have a scary face, though.
赤坂みゆき。5歳です。
Nice.
こんにちはです。
Thumbnailable moment?
いいお返事です。
I like her little bow tie on her dress. If that's what it is. Oishi gently stroked Miyuki's head and gave her a tender smile, treating her like a grandchild. At last, Miyuki started to look relieved and put on a smile.
どうしたんだ
Yay. She's riding the vibe wave. Good
今日は
job.
随分おとなしいじゃないか。
だってママがこの前知らない人には気をつけるようにって。
True, she did get us stolen.
あ、
いやいや、全くその通りです。これ一本取られましたな。
Rather than being offended, when Oishi-san heard that, he seemed to find it amusing, and his body shook as he laughed. Good grief, Miyuki must think her mother an absolutely terrifying thing.
パパ、喉乾いた。お水飲んできてもいい？
ご飯食べる時まで我慢しなさい、みゆき。
I have a vending machine. Let her drink.
もうすぐ連れて行ってあげるから。
Guess you gotta monitor that shit. Oh, never mind. Based Oishi. But I guess you had to moderate that shit when they're children. I don't know, I don't have a child, man.
はい、100円。
ほら、みゆき。
Oh, that's good on Miyuki. Lesson 1. Always take free money. Unless there's strings attached. But if there's no strings attached, take it. Miyuki accepted... Honestly, take anything. Unless there's no strings attached. Miyuki accepted the 100 yen coin from Oishi-san, then gleefully looked up at me while frolicking about. Her lovely round eyes were glimmering, and she had an adorable smile on her face. Is it a sign of weakness that I can't get upset with her here? She didn't do anything wrong. Well, why are you saying sorry? He offered it.
いいんです、いいんです。これぐらい気にしない。
You better not mind. You gave it. You offered it.
ああ、みゆきちゃん、ジュースの自動販売機はこの廊下の奥だから。一人で買いに行けるかな？
ありがとう、大石のおじちゃん。
Damn, you got the uncle title in like 2 minutes. Speedrunning that shit. Miyuki cheerfully bowed her head as she said that. Then a light pitter-patter rang out as she ran off.
いい子じゃないですか。きちんとお礼が言える。それだけでも大したものですよ。
いえ、すみません、大石さん。甘やかしすぎだと、この前も家内に叱られたばかりで。
仕方ありませんよ。男親はどうしても娘に対しては過保護になるって言いますからね。いやいや、それにしても残念です。もう少し前にお知らせをもらっていれば、一婚どころか盛大な歓迎会を開かせていただいたのですが。
Don't worry. It was a last minute thing, you know.
すみません。今日は近くを通りかかっただけでして。
You're not important enough for me to plan a trip around. Haha.
でもまた近いうちに家内を連れてご挨拶に伺います。その時はぜひ一席設けさせてください。
いやいや、さすがに家族団らんのお邪魔まではいたしませんよ。ああ、そういえばもうすぐ綿流しのお祭りがお隣の平見沢で開かれる予定なんです。
Think that'll jog his memory about Rita?
もしよろしければ、ぜひご家族でお越しになってください。
There totally won't be another murder this year. Actually, they won't because it's a good arc.
娘さんもきっと
Good
喜
ending
ばれる
arc.
と思いますよ。
はい。ぜひ遊びに行かせてください。お。
Now he remembered. Can't believe. I mean, I should have expected it. He usually does forget about Rita. That moment. An old memory resurfaced in the back of my mind. That's right. Back when I visited Hinamizawa, I met a young girl. I'm certain her name was Rita Furude. I wonder how old she is now.
リカちゃん。
おや、赤坂さん、ひょっとして古出家のリカさんとお知り合いでしたか？だったらますますちょうどいい。彼女が綿流しの主役ですからね。見に行ってあげるときっと喜んでくれますよ。
Look how like nice Oishi's playing too. Just his Atas here, because usually this is like a stressful period. But he's actually recommending them go to the Watanabe. I feel like you usually don't see that with Oishi.
ええ、彼女はお元気ですか？
元気も元気。毎日お友達と一緒に大騒ぎしていますよ。
Or maybe just Oishi's more friendly in this fragment. Because it's the good ending fragment.
よかった。
Hearing that took a load off my chest. I didn't think any misfortune had befallen her, but I was glad to hear that she was growing up in good health. Huh? Come to think of it, I'm sure she told me before that a bunch of people are gonna die and I'm gonna die too. Please help me.
ああ、そうだ。今日は実にタイミングがいい。あなたにぜひご紹介しておきたい子がいるんですよ。
Tomoe. Actually, it's gonna be not. It's not gonna be Tomoe. It's gonna be Kumadai.
私にですか？
But imagine.
どこ行ったかな？
Oh my god, it's actually Tomoe. What the heck? I thought. Maybe. Does Atlas have to know about Kumadai? I feel like that was before Kumadai was here. But Tomoe's here. She's here to help.
まだ柿内には戻っていないはずなんだけど。
I mean, we would have beaten Tatano. I mean, we beat Tatano without Tomoe. Tomoe's just extra firepower. Imagine if she's talking about Natsumi. No, it's Tomoe.
あれ
Oh, Tomoe meets Miyuki. Lore. Wait. Am I crazy? Doesn't... Am I... Wait. What? Doesn't... Wait, now my brain's getting messed up. Because I know Miyuki marries Soramachi, who's the lawyer guy's daughter, or son. But is Tomoe related somehow? For some reason I thought Tomoe was like her stepmom. But but she's already married. I don't know, dude. Does Tomoe remarry? Maybe my memory is messed up. Does she remarry into Soramachi, become Soramachi? And Miyuki is also married into the Soramachi family? That might be some added lore. Maybe Miyuki just works under Tomoe. That might make a lot more sense. On the way back to the criminal's affair office after a meeting with the chief, Tomoe suddenly noticed a little girl stretching her hand out in front of the vending machine in the break room.
子供誰のお子さんだろう
The break room is for staff only, which means this couldn't be some civilian's child. She had to be here with a police officer. But she didn't recall seeing such an adorable little girl earlier in the morning. Help her! Apparently the girl is trying to put 100 yen coin into the coin slot to buy some juice. Damn, she's so tiny, man. But sadly, this vending machine was designed for adults, so it was too tall for a child to handle. She was struggling with it, and even if she extended her hand all the way out, she'd still be 10 centimeters too short. Save her! Yo, look at Tomoe in her drip as usual. Dude, she's way too drippy, man. Imagine seeing a cop or a detective come out looking like this. You're like, oh, I'm just gonna tell her everything, man. It's intimidating. Blood red.
ジュース買いたいの
Crimson Reaper. She got that dubious look on her face again. Look at that questioning gaze.
じゃあちょっと待ってねよいしょ
Before the girl could turn around to look, Tomoe grabbed her by both sides and lifted her. Okay, I mean, this is nice so she can do it herself, but... She suddenly turned her head back as her feet lifted off the ground, but Tomoe gave her a bright smile.
これで届くでしょほら
Aww. Hey, synchronicity. When she turned forward once again, the coin slot was right in front of her. As soon as she saw that, the girl slid the coin in the slot and pressed the orange juice button beside it. Then the sound of a can rolling down from the opening by her feet. Then the sound of a can rolling down came from the opening by her feet. Missed a word there.
よかったね、お嬢ちゃん。うん。ありがとう、おばちゃん。
Damn. Shooting Tomoe for no reason. She does not look that old. Old lady. She said, old lady? Given their current position, she could easily suplex this girl, couldn't she? Please don't suplex me, Yuki. Tomoe's rational side barely managed to suppress the impulse. Right. From a child's point of view, a woman near 30 probably would be perceived as an old lady. Getting upset about it would be rather immature, right? Perhaps simply thinking that was proof enough of immaturity. Should just laugh it off.
おばちゃん、なんで泣いてるの？
Oh, no, she's crying. Miyuki's already this powerful as a tiny kid, man. Her potential is great.
なんでもないのよ。
Tomoe struggled to maintain a smile as she shed tears deep inside her heart. Anyway, she was glad there was nobody else in the room. With that thought in mind, she was about to just set the girl down, but that moment...
Oh, Tomoe-chan, そこにいましたか。
Why are you lifting up that child?
探しましたよ。
The break room door spun open and behind her 2 men stepped inside. One was Oishi, the old detective who had been supporting her for many years. And the other was...
いやいや、ちょうどよかった。あなたにぜひご紹介したい人がいましてね。
After all this time, it still bothers me his neck is like that, bro. The way they drew it, like how it matches directly with this, makes it look like it's so thick. It's like thicker, too thick, man.
赤坂さん、こちらは警
And
察
has
庁の
not skipped
見ない
next
警
day,
部です。
ever.
警視庁管理官の赤坂です。
Unless I'm crazy. I don't know. I think it's just a weird perspective thing. Maybe it looks like too long or something. Just freaks me out sometimes.
どうかよろしくお願いします。
こちらこそ。私は警察庁広報室係長の見ないと申します。お会いできて光栄です。
Is she saying this while still holding Miyuki? After receiving a salute from the man named Atusaka, who bore the title of commissioner, Tomoe dexterously held the girl's body in one hand to salute him back. That's crazy. Put her down. But surprisingly enough, the girl in her arms imitated that posture and formed a salute herself.
おやおや。さすが元少年係の指導員さん。お子さんのあやし方が上手ですね。
え？これは。
申し訳ありません。娘がお世話になったようで。
Accidentally.
こらみゆき、ちゃんとお礼は言ったのか？
うん、ちゃんと言ったもん。
Annoyed voice.
ええ、確かに。可愛いお嬢さんですね。
If she hadn't called Tomoe an old lady, she would have been perfect. Tomoe fought the urge to mutter that, then slowly lowered Miyuki to the floor.
ともえちゃん、おっとっと。見ない警部さんとは今ちょっと立て込んだ捜査を一緒にやっておりまして。赤坂さん、彼女は優秀な方なんですよ。特にプロファイリング分析に関しては日本でも有数の技術と知識をお持ちです。
Actually, she literally popularized it.
今は広報にお勤めですが、もともとは愛知県警の刑事さんをやっておられました。
オーバーですよ、大石さん。
Oh, literally. She's like it's like the Mindhunter guy, but Japanese woman version in Japan. They They were not doing profiling until Tomoe was like hard protesting for it. Or pushing it, I guess.
プロファイリング分析ですか。外国の論文で何度かその操作技法について拝見したことがあります。いやいや、あれに目をつけるとはすごい方だ。どうか今後ともお見知りおきください。
そんな、私はただの若輩者ですから。赤坂さん、失礼ですが。
え？ああ、自己紹介が不十分でしたね。私は警視庁の公安部に勤めております。大石さんには以前の捜査で大変お世話になりまして。
なるほど。
Tomoe reached a conclusion while listening to Atasata's reply. Detectives from the public security are usually hesitant to share their titles. It was the same for officers from other police departments. By speaking of it here, it meant that Oishi already knew his identity. I mean, he said so, as much. And the investigation that they collaborated on probably related to public security. Yes, she was confident that was the case.
こちらこそ失礼しました。私の父も公安でしたので、ご事情は理解しております。どうかご信頼ください。
助かります。
And Atasaka could tell just how sharp she was from her response. As to be expected, Oishi introduced him to a particularly exceptional police officer.
そういえば赤坂さん、近くを通りがかったとおっしゃっていましたが、
Hot spring, hot
どち
spring.
らへお出かけ？
和倉温泉に行く途中に立ち寄らせていただきました。
Wakura.
今度家族で温泉旅行に行くことになりまして。
ほう、そりゃ豪勢ですね。あそこの温泉地はなかなかの景観だ。きっと奥さんもお嬢ちゃんも喜んでくれると思いますよ。よかったね、みゆきちゃん。
Yuki nodded to Oishi with a broad smile on her face, while holding her orange juice in both hands and taking a sip. Little sippy. There was no longer any caution in her behavior. The atmosphere was like a grandfather interacting with a granddaughter.
それにしても、よくもまあ家族旅行なんてお出かけになる休みが取れましたね。
It's only because one of his cases busted.
以前の電話をしたときは、ずいぶんお忙しいと聞いておりましたが。
At least they're still in phone contact.
それは。
ああ、すみませんね。つい立ち入ったことを聞いてしまいまして。
いえ、お気になさらないでください。実は情けない話なんですが、関わっていたとある事件の捜査本部が先日そのリフレッシュも兼ねて休めとお達しがありまして。
Yeah, always look at the good side of things. Got some free time.
それはそれは。
Thinking it would be rude to respond with a joke, Oishi went over to the vending machine and bought a coffee, then offered it to Akasaka. Akasaka gave him his thanks as he accepted it, then pulled back the tab and took a drink, while carefully choosing the right words to explain the situation.
なるほど。それは大変でしたね。
残念ですよ。有力な証拠も掴んで、攻め入れば十分に勝機があったんです。
Ichi has no idea what's happening. She's just vibing with her juice.
地検に勤める先輩がずっと追っていた相手でもありましたし、私としてはぜひとも捕まえたかったんですがね。
まあまあ、赤坂さんでも無理だったのなら、他の誰にもできませんでしたよ。元気出してください。
Oishi gave Akasaka a pat on the shoulder as he said that, to encourage him. Because of the nature of the investigation, detectives can't explain the specific details of their case to another. Pretty important, yeah. They follow that. Don't want any leaks, you know? Even so, it was plain to see how disappointed Atasaka felt about being forced to abandon the investigation partway through, and it was easy to infer that the orders came from a well-known and powerful figure. Knowing that, Oishi couldn't help but sympathize. Tomoe didn't want to interrupt the two of them, so she kept quiet and pretended not to listen. She looked away and focused on the clock on the wall. She had an appointment with the 1st Division Section-Chief at the Prefectural Police HQ shortly after noon. Considering the potential for traffic, she needed to leave soon, if she didn't want to be late.
大石さん、申し訳ありませんが、私はそろそろ失礼させていただきます。
おや、もうお戻りになる時間ですか。
Oh, she's not Hinamizawa pilled yet, but it's just the meeting. They'll eventually get back together for Team Rika.
真面目だな。もう少しゆっくりしていってもいいでしょうに。
いえ、県警本部で課長さんたちを待たせてしまっては失礼ですから。赤坂管理官、またお会いできる時を楽しみにしております。
ええ、こちらこそ。みないさん、今後お仕事をご一緒できる時がありましたら、ぜひ。
ありがとうございます。では。
She's relentless, man.
おばさんじゃ。
Banned. Tomoe tried to leave the room, but she was caught off guard by Miyuki's careless words and hit her head against the door as if he had to open. Oh no. She's looking like a goof. Oishi burst into laughter at the shameful sight, and she fled the scene with teary eyes. It's alright. I like you. You're cool. No bully.
どうです彼女。いい子でしょう。
ええ、本当に。
She's definitely sharp.
女性警官でもああいう感じの人は素直に好感が持てます。
Breaking the stereotypes.
お知り合いになられたんですか？
まあいろいろありましてね。彼女は昔辛い目にも遭っていまして、なんとなくそれ以来目が離せなくなっちゃったんですよ。
辛い目。
Yeah, she had a rough childhood, rough life for sure, man.
それはどういう？
In definitely in the top. I was gonna say top 5 roughest Higurashi backstories, but maybe it's like 6. Cause I'm not putting it in order. You know, Satoko's in it, Rika's in it, Keiichi's in it, Rena's in it, and Shion's in it. Mion's not in it, and I think those are all worse. Actually, no. Do some reorder. Tomoe's is definitely in the top 5. I think hers is worse than Shion's. I think Satoko's might be the worst. I think it's like Satoko's is the... Oh, but Tateno too. Everyone's tragic. Mion's is kind of tragic, but at least she kind of had a good upbringing. Everyone has a sad backstory. I don't know. It's probably top 5 though, somewhere. Tateno's is pretty rough too, huh? What's with everyone's parental figures dying, man? It's always small town. I mean, they're not even small town. I don't know. And finally, dude, I'm excited to learn what's up with this. I mean, it's obviously Tokyo, though, and it probably is not going to be that exciting because it's going to be like, oh my god, it was him who killed it, and it's going to be some guy they mentioned before, and I just don't remember him. But, yeah. I can say one thing, it's definitely not Tateno. Before, she would have been a baby at that time. Or a child. Bum bum bum. Alright. We'll wrap it up here. The 3 legends meet. It's nice to see Tomoe again. Still up to her shenanigans. Getting owned by Miyuki is really funny. Anyways, guys, we'll wrap it up here. Another short one, but it's what the die has rolled. AKA the chapter baits. Anyways, yeah, I have no idea what's gonna happen next. Maybe he's just gonna leave and maybe they'll all like meet together at the Watanashi. No, that's a little too late. I don't know what the plan's gonna be. If the Jane's trying to do the same Fate Rita's death plan, or they might try something new. Who knows? But as always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time with some more Higurashi Miotsukushi. Ura! Ura! Bye!